Welcome back to My Life Coach Sandra, where we talk about anxieties, our mindset, overcoming our anxieties so we can thrive and live a life that completely works for us. This is the first time I've ever done any piece of long form content, so please bear with me. And in some kind of ways, this is our channel. It's not just mine. And if you haven't already seen from the title of this video, this is going to be about why I've decided to make a YouTube channel rather than joining Threads. Like, I'm 26, so YouTube has been kind of like a part of everyone's lives in some kind of way since we were maybe for the past 10 years or so. When Threads came out a couple weeks ago and it's Instagram's new thing and it's like a rival of Twitter, I just automatically was like, another platform, something else to consider, something else to think about. I'm not a typer, I'm not someone for characters, I'm not a great writer, but I can write. But who knew I would do long form content? But like, look at us, who would have thought? But we're here and we're doing it anyway. And the reason why this kind of connects with mindset work and understanding and overcoming your anxieties is kind of learning to be guided by your values. And that's why we're talking about it today, and talking about why personally I've decided to join YouTube rather than Threads. Whereas for you, it might be you've decided to join Threads and come off YouTube, or you've decided to leave a job and go to another one. It's completely based off of your value system, the things that you choose, what you want in your life, what you don't want in your life, and also understanding that you can change your mind at any point. So if you see me on Threads in a month, mind your business, like mind your business. But if I see you doing something else, it's completely up to you, and it's understanding that you have that autonomy over yourself and over your body. And here's how you can learn to like be able to do that and to kind of thrive in your own space and be guided by your values and go from there. Anxiety is something that makes you move really, really quickly. And when I think about joining social media or joining new forms of social media, it can be really overwhelming, and you want to be a part of what everybody's doing. And that's just what we're like. It's human nature. We want to be connected. We want to connect in new ways. And when something is new and shiny, we want to jump straight to it. But then it's kind of taking a step back and understanding what it is that you value and what it is that you care about. And for example, I care about connection. I love the idea of you seeing my face and maybe one day me seeing your face, and you being able to recognize that, hey, that's my life coach Sandra. She's not just characters. She's a person that has thoughts and feelings. And I want you to understand that that's okay, that some forms of things will work for you and other forms of things won't work for you. It's finding that balance. So for example, I'm way more on Pinterest, Instagram, and TikTok than I would be on Twitter or Threads. So I go where my lane is and I go where my spirit takes me. I know what it is that I value, and I want you guys to know what it is that you value. So before you even ask, I already know. How do you figure out what your values are? How do you figure out how to overcome those anxious ideas or those anxious thoughts? How do you know what your values are? How do you figure out what it is that you don't like, what it is that you do like? I've got something for you. In the link below, there is a free workbook that kind of takes you through the stages that I went through and the stages that I worked on. And the first one was being super curious and understanding who you are and figuring out what it was that you liked and didn't like. Now, this is going to change. Just like I said, you can change your mind on anything. Your likes, dislikes, wants, and needs will continue to evolve just as you evolve, and that's okay. But starting the journey is where I think it's so important. The funny thing is, I have no idea what this YouTube video or this YouTube channel will lead to. I have no clue. I've never done this before. Who knows where these things will lead, right? We make decisions and choices in life, and it's also understanding that no decisions and the choices that we make in life are wrong or right. They just have a set of their own consequences, and they just lead to something else that we weren't really planning, or they lead to amazing things. We don't know. But when you're led by your values and the things that you care about and the things that matter to you, you're okay with the now. You become okay with this is the decision I've made in the moment. And that can appease your anxieties. That can lead you to a space where you're not worried about the future. You're not worried about, scratch that, because sometimes you still can be very much worried about the future. Sometimes you can very much be overwhelmed, but it's understanding that life has to have balance. You have to have a bit of the yin and the yang, and sometimes the yang will take up. I'm talking too much, but the main point is, when you do things that are led by your values, you're more likely to enjoy them. And to be honest, I don't know if people want to even read what I write grammatically. Yeah, there's no grammar, if I'm being honest, in the things that I write, and that's absolutely fine. No one needs to be perfect, but it's doing the things that align with you and that bring you joy. And filming videos like these bring me so much joy, because I know there is so much good content out there, and there is so much information that I needed when I was younger, or I need now, and life is teaching me, so I'm teaching you. Hence why this is My Life Coach Sandra, and this is a page and a channel for you guys, and you guys can interact with me or not, that's your choice, but we can go from there, and we can build a community of people that are thriving and living their best lives despite their anxieties. So thank you so much for watching my first long form piece of content. I hope you like it. If you do, give it a like. I think that's what people say. Yeah, and subscribe if you want to see more. And yeah, just vibe out, live your best life, and do what you want to do. That's our takeaway. Yeah, video done.